Juan Vides had a dream and an idea that business people could join together online, make business happen, establish friendships, and do it in the most productive way possible. And that dream is now a reality. Winning on Wednesdays was born. Every Wednesday, hundreds of business people from around the world, including the United States and locally here on Long Island, join together via Zoom to network. Winning on Wednesdays has been described as one of the most productive and positive ways to begin business relationships. It's networking on your own terms, and iRadio USA is pleased to bring you a boost to your early morning Wednesday. It's here that you'll meet the featured guest that'll appear at 11 a.m. at winningonwednesdays.com. But for now, welcome to WOW AM and your host, Juan Vides. Good morning, everybody. This is The Morning Show. My name is Eric Martin Koppelman, of course, and I hope you're enjoying the music and the news and the weather. Well, I guess the weather. It's sunny out there today, so there you go. But anyway, every single solitary, Wednesday, right here on The Morning Show, we have a brand new segment. We actually have a brand new segment for you, okay? And today it's starting out very, very special, and let me explain why. First off, let me tell you about WOW, Winning on Wednesdays. All right, every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, Juan Vides and his team, have an amazing networking group that you guys can join on Zoom live, okay? And the beautiful thing about it is it's networking on your own terms, and it's free. Okay, free. Yes, it's free. Imagine something in the world today that's free. The only thing that it takes is your time, okay? But it's worthwhile because when you do and you get on and you're in the Zoom and you're in the rooms and you're meeting people, it's productive, and that's what it's all about. Well, Juan this morning is taking time for the family, and he has assigned his very, very special SEO, and I'll let her explain that too, very, very special SEO to take on WOW AM on Wednesday right here. So let me introduce to you, without further ado, today's host for the show, Robin Shatzkin. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Eric, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to WOW AM, a place for Winning on Wednesday members to share information about their work, their passions, and stories about how being a member of WOW has made a difference in their businesses and lives. For me, in addition to being a concierge travel agent, I am also honored to be filling in for Juan Vides today, as what Eric said, is SEO of Winning on Wednesdays. Well, it's definitely not SEO. That is Juan's expertise. I am the social events and operation manager for WOW, which is another big mouthful, Eric. Together, Juan and I are proud to create an exciting, welcoming, and energizing platform for individuals from all kinds of businesses to zoom in and learn about each other. Now, I know that Juan would want me to tell all of you that WOW is a weekly virtual networking event, which is free, where between 60 and 80 business professionals from all over the globe meet on Zoom to learn about each other's businesses with hopes of building their own through referrals and sharing of expertise. Actually, Eric, yesterday I couldn't take your call because I was on the phone with this wonderful new WOW member from Panama. So how do you sign up? Go on to winningonwednesdays.com, put your name on the membership list. We'll start sending you emails, and you'll be able to be a part of the WOW family. As Juan always says, people do business with those that they like and trust. And today's guest is not only a person that I trust, but through Winning on Wednesdays has become my friend, my wonderful friend. I'd like to welcome Sharon Davis, President and CEO of S.J. Edwards. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Robin.
How are we this morning?
I'm doing well. So good to hear your voice. And Eric,
it's good to hear your voice as well. So let me tell you guys a little bit about Sharon before I pull it off. She, as I said, she is the president and CEO of S.J. Edwards, Inc., based out of Merrick, New York, founded in 2005. That's a long time ago for me. With more than 30 years of experience in insurance, financial services, and employee benefits, Sharon started her career and has held many, many jobs in some of the top finance companies in the world. Sharon's got a lot of wonderful things to share with us today. And I wanted just to start out by, Sharon, you have an interesting story about how you got into this. Tell us a little bit about Sharon and how she got into the events for financial services and employee benefits.
Well, I started out actually in the administrative area. I had an administrator's job with John Hancock, and after I had my daughter, I gave birth to my daughter, I decided I wanted to go into sales and have more flexible hours. So I started working as an agent, and I had what they call a debit agency. And the thing that changed my life was in those days you did deliver a death claim check. So I had a $100,000 death claim check in the 80s, which was a lot of money, that I delivered to a woman who had three children, 2 in diapers and 1 is about 5 years old. And when I walked in, the experience that I had just changed my life, and I realized this was an area that I wanted to work in because people needed to understand what they had to do to protect their families in the event of the unexpected. And I did that for many years, and then I went into management with Aetna, and I had a couple of other corporate jobs, but I realized that I wasn't the kind of person to fit into a corporate box. So I decided in 2005 that I was going to go on my own, and it evolved into an employee benefits consulting firm, which now I work with businesses, and I set up their employee benefits accounts. I evaluate what they have and look at ways that I can improve on that. And benefits, as you know, is extremely important right now, especially with what we've been through in the last 2 years. So we do also offer counseling to the employees on a one-on-one basis so they understand the benefits and they understand the importance of purchasing that and protecting their loved ones.
So, you know, it's really interesting because I'm sure that I know how hard you've worked to get to this point, but I'm sure that you have a tremendous amount of education and background and licenses that allow you to be the best that you can be for your clients. What does something like that look like for you?
Well, I had to be licensed in life insurance and health insurance, which were not that difficult, but then I also went into investment advising where I had to get the Series 6, Series 7, and Series 63. The Series 7 exam is a 6-hour exam, and it was very difficult, but I did what I had to do so that I could service my clients properly, and you have to continuously educate yourself with continuing ed courses. So we stay on top of all the changes in the industry.
Which is wonderful. Now, I know that you're not going to bring this up, but I know how proud I am of you. You've had some amazing awards and some amazing notifications from some great community service businesses. One especially that we've spoken about was the 100 Black Men of Long Island Award, and I was so proud of you. Tell me a little bit about that and how that came about.
Well, Robin, it really humbles me sometimes. I look at my own bio and I'm amazed sometimes at what people acknowledge me for, because to me this is not work. This is really a service. So I do appreciate the acknowledgments, and I was one of the only women, I guess, to be acknowledged by 100 Black Men in 2000, and I think it was 2013 or something like that. And TD Bank, along with 100 Black Men of Long Island, acknowledged the work that I was doing. So that was definitely humbling. And I've had a couple of others. I am a Hall of Famer for the Long Island Business News, the top 50 most influential women in Long Island Award. So that's another one that's dear to my heart. But I was also acknowledged this year by the Long Island Herald at their event. So yeah, it humbles me, and I just continue to do what I do. I try not to get into an ego that says it's all about me, because it's really not. It's all about the clients. I do to protect families and businesses.
I know, but as your friend, I always love to to hear about all the wonderful people, because I know how wonderful you are as a person, and I consider you a trailblazer and a pioneer in women's moving women forward, and I'm so proud of you. Speaking of being proud of you and the opportunity to work with you through WOW, our story has been kind of a WOW success story. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about how we started to work together and why that will lead us into the discussion about this wonderful thing that you're doing to help the community and help the business community through another event.
Yes, you and I started our conversation because I wanted to surprise my granddaughter with a trip to Paris for her graduation from high school this year. So we started talking about that. You gave me some great ideas. You responded well. You were very professional, and I just loved the way that you work. And I started talking to you about that in addition to what my business is, because you definitely pull out all that information from me. And I started talking to you about the fact that I was working on something called the Employee Retention Credit. And this is a great opportunity for businesses to get a shot in the arm financially through the federal government, through the CARES Act. And when I spoke to you, I was in a position where I wanted to provide more information, because what I found was a lot of businesses were not applying for it, did not understand it, thought it was another loan, but didn't realize that the law has been amended, so now they can have the PPP and the Employee Retention Credit. So I told you what I wanted to do, which was to set up sponsor a seminar. And you jumped on board immediately, started giving me ideas as a friend, and I don't think the event would be what it's going to be on May 13th if it wasn't for you. So I sincerely appreciate your push on that and all the help that you've given me. But this is a great opportunity.
It's very exciting, because this is an opportunity to stop for a moment and talk about how WOW connects people. Just when you thought that your business was going ahead and you were doing what you were doing, in a million years, it never occurred to me that I would even know what it is that you're talking about with the CARES Act. So it's been my honor to work on this event. And I think it's really important that we talk about what you're doing, what this event is all about, and also who you're bringing in to help businesses here on Long Island.
Okay. Yes. Well, the company that I'm bringing in is Tax Strategy Pro. I spoke to a friend of mine, and she was the one who told me about all of her clients that were receiving these funds. And then I said to her, well, let me look into it a little bit more. I Googled, I went on YouTube, and I found out a lot more about the program. So she is already doing it with this company called Tax Strategy Pro, who all they do is tax credits. So that was impressive to me. But we will be meeting on May 13th. She will be presenting. Her name is Yvonne Forbes, and we'll be at the Four Points Sheraton in Plainview, New York, located at 333 South Service Road. We're going to provide a light lunch, because I really feel that people need to sit down, really understand this, because they're fearful. I had a client tell me yesterday, I don't want another loan. So my concern is people are thinking of this as another loan. And previously they could not apply for both, but now they can. So again, the laws are changing. It's a complex process, so you have to partner with somebody who really knows what they're doing. We've had some people that have received substantial amounts of money. One client received over $2 million, another one $1 million, and there are people that are just receiving $50,000 or $100,000, but it's still a great shot in the arm for these businesses that are struggling to remain open. So the seminar is free.
I know that not everybody is eligible for this, and
right.
We're going to give the information in a little while about how they can RSVP. But what are the criteria now that you've piqued some people's interest in this particular program? What are some of the criteria for what you have to be eligible for this?
Okay, well, they must have W-2 employees, and it's based on your 941 quarterly filing. So your CPA or whoever your payroll provider is would be able to provide you with the information you need. But you have to have W-2 employees, and the criteria to qualify is that you had to have a full or partial suspension of business operations as a result of a government order, which we all know happened in New York. And a lot of people were impacted by that. Also, a significant, not also, or one of two, the full or partial suspension, or a significant decline in revenue compared to the same quarter in 2019. So those are the two criteria. Most of the people that have qualified or even applied with us have fallen into one of those categories.
Which is awesome. So now that you've piqued everybody's interest in that, why don't we tell everybody how can they RSVP for the event on May 13th or contact you for more information?
Okay, they can go onto the website, www.sjedwards.com. There is a tab for Employee Retention Credit. Click on that tab, and it will take you to an RSVP page, attend our free event. You just click on there, put your information in, send it out to us, and we will be in touch with you. Or I'm also into the old-fashioned way. You could pick up the phone, call me. We'll still have to complete the information, but if you want more information and want to speak to me, that number is 516-208-9988.
Which is terrific, and I think that it's important for me to say again is that you're doing this event because you wanted to help people in the community. I think that seems to be the way that you like to do business. What is it that you do in your free time, if there is any free time? Tell us a little bit about the off hours, Sharon Davis.
I don't have many off hours. In fact, I'm always saying lately, I wish I had another hour in my day. But I'm very family-oriented. I have a wonderful daughter, 2 grandchildren, and a wonderful son-in-law. And I also take care of my dad. He will be 95 in November. So my mom passed away 2 years ago, so I have that responsibility. So that's why I said I don't have many hours in the day. My downtime, I meditate.
Which is awesome. And you spend time with me on WOW and with all of us sharing your energy, which is really important. So, one of the major things that I'm hoping that everybody takes away from meeting you this morning is, number one, to come and join WOW, www.winningonwednesdays.com. Put your name in the member directory and log into WOW at 11 o'clock every Wednesday on Zoom. We're happy to have you. Definitely get an opportunity to get into a breakout room with Sharon. She's inspiring. She has a lot of information that I never thought in a million years I would understand. And I'm so grateful for the fact that you're out there doing this, especially woman to woman, which is really terrific. And to sign up for the event on May 13th, go on to sjedwards.com and you'll see the event there. Sharon, anything that you want to leave our listeners with today? Any kind of information, any words of wisdom that I know you have?
Well, just keep helping others. And when you help others, you help yourself, and that's been my philosophy. I always tell my team, we don't have clients or customers. We have family and friends, and that's so important to me. But I also want to say that WOW is where magic begins. There are no accidents that we met, Robin. Okay?
No, absolutely.
So many people that I've met through WOW are inspirational, they're kind, and they're professional, and I love that about WOW. And so I can't say enough about our fearless leader, Juan Vides, who is not here today, but he is an amazing person, and he also designed my website. So when you go onto my website, you'll see the beautiful job that he did. So, yeah, I would like to just leave that with them. Always help others. You only help yourself. There's a boomerang out there. It comes back to you.
Hello.
Absolutely.
Hello.
So hi, Eric. You still there?
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Sharon. I got to tell you, first off, let me say, Sharon, I'm honored to have you on the show and on the station. That's number one. Okay. And I'm sitting back. I don't usually get the opportunity to sit back and listen. And, Robin, you're hired. Right?
Well, I think maybe we need to start calling it Women on Wednesdays. What do you think?
Don't push your luck, Rob. Don't push your luck, Robin. All right. Ron right now is on vacation down there going, "What'd she say? What'd she say?"
What? No, never. It'll never happen.
I know. I'm only kidding. The bottom line is, ladies, I really enjoyed listening to the interview this morning. Sharon, you're amazing. You truly are what you do for people, and the basic thing is, I think that considering when a business person puts people first, that's how they succeed. You're successful because you're putting people first. And Robin does the same thing with her business and travel and everything that she does, and also now being a partner and co-host on my morning show, which I'm honored to have her on. So I just wanted to jump in there and say, Robin, great job. Sharon, you're amazing. Thank you. And I'll let you guys.
Thank you,
I'm sitting here going, how am I going to jump in here? How am I going to get into the show?
Hopefully we give you a little bit of insight on what happens when women who are passionate about what they do and passionate about a group that they belong to, and we bring this back to WOW AM and the opportunity and part of what Juan and I really want to do here is to let people know what happens on Winning on Wednesdays. You know, we've already experienced the magic. Eric, you and I met, you know, in a WOW meeting. In a world where we're all looking for reasons why we're not moving forward, WOW is a reason to take a leap and to make some changes.
Absolutely. True. Very true. I mean, absolutely. I mean, and the thing is, so many people, WOW gets bigger each and every week, you know, and it's because of a lot of people think it's just because it doesn't cost anything, but that's not the case. It's because of the people, all right, that are there, and the relationships, not only friend relationships, but business relationships that are built for present and future, and that's what it's all about. Truly, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. So so winningonwednesdays.com, sign up, and we'd love to see you 11 o'clock every Wednesday on Zoom. And we look forward. And Eric, again, thank you so much for hosting WOW AM. And I look forward to seeing you on WOW later on as well.
I'll be there. Absolutely. Ladies, it's been a pleasure. I'm sure, you know, I'm looking.
Thank you,
by the way,
Eric and
guys,
Robin.
say hi to everybody on TikTok, because I had you guys live on TikTok. So they were listening out there all throughout, not only in the country, but throughout the world. So people were getting the message. So there you go.
Good. And have a great day, everybody. And Sharon, it's always a pleasure. Eric, thanks for hosting us.
You're welcome.
And have a great day.
You too. Thank you, everybody, for listening right here on WOW AM on the morning show. All right, so here's what we need to do. We need to do a little bit of the weather. Right now, it's 47 degrees outside. Today, partly cloudy skies, high of 56. Winds west-northwest of 15 to 25 miles per hour. Higher wind gusts are possible. Let me tell you something. I was out there yesterday morning on the Long Island Expressway, and you're going to say, why was he out there at 3 o'clock in the morning? That's a whole nother story, but the bottom line is, let me tell you something. It was like a typhoon out there. Holy moly. There was water coming across the expressway. It was like, why am I out here? But I got done what I had to get done, and I'm safe, and now the sun is shining, you know, and I'm not going to start singing, the sun will come out. No, I won't do that. Anyway, tonight, mainly clear, they're saying, low 42, winds northeast of 5 to 10. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, high of 56, winds south of 10 to 20 miles per hour. Your precipitation, I love saying that word. All right, dry conditions, of course, for the next 6 hours here on Long Island, 1%, okay? Low pollen count. Now, it's been saying no pollen count, but now it's saying low pollen count, which means grass pollen. So, of course, I got to cut the lawn today, and I'm going to probably be swollen, and like, my eyes will be watering, and I'll be coughing, and my wife will be going, I don't care, still cut the lawn. Anyway, your air quality today, you got a 33 as far as an air quality index, which is good, and your UV index is a 7. It's a 7. It's getting there, ladies. You're going to be out, and guys, too, I guess. You know, if you want to get out there and tan yourself, you got a high UV index, okay? Let's take a look at the Long Island traffic and see what we got going on. You got a road closed. I'll get it, guys. Road closed due to an event in Uniondale. And that's a Waze closure, okay? So you got a road closure there in Uniondale. And that's at Tanner's Pond Road in Garden City. Besides from that, checking the satellite imaging, let me just take a look at it here one more time, see if I see anything. There's nothing really out there that's going bad today on the roads right now. So you got safe travels. But like I always tell you, the bottom line, guys, okay, is take your time, plan ahead, and you get there safely. That's the bottom line. Right here, 823, right here. Cop in the Morning.